Why I like this so much is because it basically makes a very simple daily object into an artwork by means of like using a material which is actually not the original material, which is in this case ceramics. And they basically resemble wood basically. As far as I know, from the tea ceremony, they started using very simple daily objects. And then of course culture kicks in and somebody wants to make a better daily object and a more precious daily object. And you know, like lots of arts and crafts in Europe work with the same thing. You just have like an intricate thing made out of gold or something, but in the end it looks like a stone or it looks like wood. And this kind of mimicking a material which is poor and like not amazing, not seen as something great. This little trickery on this one is just what I found very surprising, that I can see that in a culture which clearly didn't have anything to do with the European development of art. So you see how the wood would be taken together, which is probably only a brush stroke or something. It's a very fine texture on the object itself. Where you see it the most is of course the construction, because like in ceramics you don't have to do any of this. You know, in ceramics you could do any shape, as you can see with all the other things around. But like here we have like the fake action of having a piece of wood being cut through two things to make it a handle. And the extra effort to make something so simple, so beautiful, and keep the simplicity of it, and even like the irregularity of something handmade out of a cheap material like wood is what makes it so unique for me. It's a very overseeable beauty, I think. Of course it resembles kind of elements of my own work in making a huge detour to make something artificial, which is otherwise, you know, experienced as a daily object with no further complication. But what I liked on this is like there is something like a tautological circle inscribed in this object, and I can't really pin it down. It's like it's a water jar, and it's a water jar, but it's actually there's a massive kind of cultural process behind this, which is in the end not even visible anymore because it still can be used as a water jar. And this kind of extra effort, the extra mile, or in this case it's probably extra 100 miles, to make something which is ending up as exactly the same object as you know it from your daily practice, but it's just so much more sophisticated. That's what I find hugely fascinating.